So what is the difference? And I know this to be on the flip side too. It's not always just the man who's having affairs.
Right, absolutely.
What is the difference between someone who's had an affair? Maybe they felt emotionally starved for a long time. I don't know. Whatever it is, they've had an affair, maybe not a bunch of affairs, versus someone who's a sex addict. How do you make that determination?
Well, that's a great question. And you add a question within your question. Men do work with this differently. We have a DVD called The Betrayed Man, because men deal with betrayal differently than women. They don't have, it's a different dynamic, and they got to understand that. But to your question, as far as like separating, usually the questions posed to me, well, what if a guy wants to have sex, X amount of times a week? Is he an addict? No, it's not about the times. It's about whether he's connecting to the person or not.
Intimacy.
Okay. Someone can have an accidental, not accidental, but they can have an affair for whatever reason, and it's a fluke. Okay. And they're not sex addicts. There's no pattern of neurological attachment to objects or porn. There's no pattern. There's no patterns. Now, and I've had a few of those guys in my office over 4 years. They got flown in because they had an affair, and, she thought for sure he was the sickest dog in the world. And I have to say, no, ma'am, he's just stupid. He is clinically stupid, but he's not a sex addict. Okay. Because there's none of these other things. And sometimes they say, well, okay. And then they still might want a polygraph once a year to verify that he doesn't get stupid again. I'm like, you know what? I can live with that. And so can he. Okay.
I mean, dumb dogs usually can learn, but.
Right. But there's the person who makes a mistake, but then there's a person who continues to do the same behavior. And oftentimes the affair is a result, of behavior. They have been with themselves sexually and with pornography for years, often before they cross that line. And it fuels it. And that's why the women are like, well, he just does pornography. Right now, that's all he's doing. But that is a seed which will grow into a certain kind of plant, and that plant will cause a lot of pain.